All right, go ahead.
Great. Hi, everybody. My name is Valerie Ortiz. I'm taking the communication course 174, section 571 for the spring semester. Today is March 28th. And then I'm going to go ahead and have my audience introduce themselves.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm TT Corn.
I'm Yaira.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Sulma Torres.
And I'm Shakti.
Thank you. So for my presentation, I went ahead and did the social penetration theory, which explains how relationships develop through vulnerability, which is compared to the onion theory due to all of the layers. And then I went ahead and drew like a little onion, and then each color represents the different layers. Starting with the outer layer, I went ahead and put some pictures of me with my family. I put a cow, me at a festival, and then a little Bible verse. Just because all of this is stuff that I share when I first kind of meet someone. For me, I feel like they're very basic. Just like the cow being my favorite animal. I feel like that's something that I share right away. I feel like a lot of people have pets, so it's something to kind of start a conversation. And then my faith is something that's important to me, and I feel like a lot of people can really learn about that when they first meet me. Going on to the middle layer, which is the pink one, I went ahead and I have some different things. I have a business card, just because I have a passion for helping others and studying for social work. I have a painting because I feel like this is something, again, that I'm able to share with someone else and have that conversation starter and build that relationship. Just because I enjoy painting, coloring, and I feel like with all of my tattoos too, that's another thing that kind of starts a conversation with art or music. And then, um, according to the textbook, the social penetration theory, this explanation comes from the Adler, Rosenfield, and Proctor's textbook. The interplay, the process of interpersonal communication, where I use the social penetration theory to explain the layers of my identity. And this theory helps us understand how relationships grow, um, not fast, but over time, while trust is being built. Um, on the side, which is the inner layer, I went ahead and put some personal values. I drew a little heart just because I have empathy and compassion, and I feel like that's something that really shines with me and that I'm able to share with people, especially like friends and family, and sometimes just people that I meet overall. I feel like I'm an empath, so if something's not right or like the vibe is off, I can really feel that, and I feel like that's how I connect with people too. And then I went ahead and drew family. I have a picture of someone putting their arm up. For me, it's a symbol of resilience, just because challenges that I've overcame, um, and that I carry, and the strength that I've learned, not just through like life, but also with my family. And then the last section being the core layer, which is the purple part of my little onion, um, which would be more private things. Um, so, like my fears, my insecurities, and opening more up. I feel like a lot of people nowadays too tend to trauma bond. So I feel like with that, that would be a big part in my core layer. So according to the social penetration theory, the core layer represents the most private aspects of our person's or personal identity, which includes deep values, personal memories, or experiences that aren't usually shared with others. And I went ahead and drew like a little envelope because most of the time things that we get in the mail. It's private. It contains a lot of our private information, and unless you decide to share that with someone, then you go ahead and do that. But I didn't want to get too deep into it because I feel like for me, it's just a lot. So I went ahead and drew the little envelope just to show that I have that private part when it comes to the core layer and showing myself. That being said, this is my presentation with all of my pictures showing a little bit about me, and thank you for being my audience.